Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off your hot and cold water supplies. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Maytag washer drain hose. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new drain hose. The drain hose goes between the drain pump and the siphon brake. It carries wastewater out of the washing machine. The main reason to be changing it out is if it's damaged, you're getting water leaking on the floor. In order to get access to the part, we have to take the front panel off. We're going to use our Phillips screwdriver to take out the two screws that hold the front panel on. Once you have both screws out, you have to pull the bottom of the panel out a little bit, and then you can drop the panel down to release the clips on the top. Once you have it free, you can set it aside. Now that we have the front panel off, we have access to the two 3/8" screws that hold the top to the cabinet. We're going to use a socket with a ratchet and a little extension. Just take them out. Once you have this side out, we can go do the one on the other side. Now that we have the screws out that hold the top down, we're going to lift it up. But first we're going to tape the lid down so it doesn't fall open when we lift up the top and lean it back. Once you have it taped down, we can slowly lift the whole top up. Now that we have the top up, we can change the part. We're going to take the hose off the pump. We're down here on the right side of the washer at the base. We're going to put a towel down to catch any water that may come out. Once you have the towel down, you can use our 5/16" nut driver to loosen up the clamp. Once you have the clamp loose, we can reach in and pull the hose off the pump. You may have to twist the hose to get it to break free. Once you have it broke free, you can pull it off the pump. I'm going to take the clamp off and leave it here. We're going to have to use that with the new hose. Once you have this end off the pump, we can go take the other end off the siphon brake. Now we're by the siphon brake. It's up in the upper right-hand corner. This one has the original clamp on it, so we're going to have to cut this off. So we're just going to take a wire cutters and carefully cut the clamp off. Once you cut the clamp, you can reach in and work it off the hose. And then we have to push down on the hose to break it off the siphon brake. So we're just going to get in here with a large flathead screwdriver and break it free. Once you have it broke free, you can just push down on it. Once you have it off the siphon brake, you can reach in and pull it out of the washer. Here's the old drain hose next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. To put the new drain hose in, we're just going to lower it down into place. Now that we have the drain hose lowered down to the washer, we're going to put the new clamp on. You want to make sure when you set it down over the drain hose that the hex head is facing towards the front of the washer so we can reach in and tighten it down. And if you want, you can get the inside of the hose and the siphon brake wet to make it easier to slide the drain hose into place. Once you have the new drain hose all the way onto position, we're going to lift the clamp up and position it so we can tighten it down with the 5/16" nut driver so we get a good seal and it doesn't leak. Once you have it tightened down, we can go connect the other end to the pump. To hook the drain hose up to the pump, we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. If you want, you can get the fitting on the pump and the inside of the hose wet. We're going to put the clamp over the hose so the hex head is in a position that we can use the nut driver to tighten it down. And we can carefully push it onto the pump. Once you have the hose on all the way, we can bring the clamp down. You want to get it in position. Once you have it in place, we can reach in with the 5/16 inch nut driver and tighten it down so we don't have any leaks. Now that we have the clamp tightened down, we can put the washer back together. Now we can lower the top down. We're just going to carefully set it down into place, and then we can take the tape off. Once you have the tape off, we can put in the screws that hold the top to the cabinet. To put the screws in, we're going to use a 3/8" socket with a ratchet and extension. Just going to put them in and tighten them down. Now we go to the one on the other side. Now that we have the top secure, we can put the front panel on. To put the front panel on, you want to bring it in at an angle a little bit and make sure that the locking tabs are lined up with the openings in the top of the washer. Once you have it lined up, you can lower the panel down. Once you have it against the machine, we can use the Phillips screwdriver to put in the screws that hold it on. Now that we have the washer put back together, we can plug it back in, turn the water on, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.